lose weight, eat a little healthier. Like, you don't have to be crazy about it, but they're like, it's so hard. And it's just easy to,
it's easy to just say it's so hard, right?
Yep.
And make zero accountability for yourself.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, that instant gratification, there's so many things I want to talk to you about. COVID, diabetes, literally just heartburn, indigestion, bloating, farting, gas, impotence. All this is like diet.
Oh yeah, most of it. And stress, I feel like. Stress and diet. Because I think it's 80% diet and like 20% exercise, you know? Because I do too. You don't have to be, I'm not crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, you don't have to walk around with a six pack. You don't have to be like, crazy shape. But like my balance is like 85% of the time I eat well. 15% of the time I dabble. I have my cake. I have my candy's my weakness. I don't know what yours is.
Yeah.
Cookies been yours. And you just got to make it important enough to keep that balance.
Yes, definitely.
So what are the things you're seeing firsthand that people don't need to be suffering from?
Definitely diabetes. I feel like
we're talking type 2, right?
Yeah, type 2, yeah. Because type 1's a different beast. That's more autoimmune.
Literally born with it, aren't you?
Yeah, usually, yeah.
And type 2 being like poor diet.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah.
Obesity.
Obesity being the huge one. You don't need to be obese though, if you notice. There's a lot of people these days with type 2 diabetes who aren't obese.
Yep. Yeah, because like their sugars are always crazy high.
But they kind of got that greyhound body where they don't put weight on, but they're not healthy on the inside.
Yeah, yep.
And honestly, I think it's a blessing to actually put body fat on because it gives you a better indication that you are unhealthy.
Yeah, I know, because some people are just walking around in that, like, they're not fat, but they're not fit.
Imagine if you walked around the way you are, but you had type 2 diabetes or you're pre-diabetic and you didn't know because your body's not representing it. And none of us really go get blood work or get checked until
it's too late, usually.
Until we're sick, right?
Yeah. And a lot of doctors aren't good at reading blood work either.
Really?
Yeah. Like they kind of just look at it's in range, it's fine. Or if it's like a little bit, they're not good at diving in and seeing what's wrong either with the blood work.
I don't like to diss doctors, but most doctors and most nurses aren't necessarily healthy.
Nope.
And that kind of scares me more than anything.
And they're supposed to be the experts.
Yeah, and I mean, and they're also taught medicine and not prevention. You come in with heartburn, this is what you take and this is what you do.
Yeah, take Tums or whatever it is.
Yeah, but have you actually tried, if you touch on COVID, they say that 80% of people die from COVID were obese or elderly.
Yep.
And I saw a video about the other day, like they closed the gyms, they told you to put a mask on, cross your fingers, hope for the best.
They closed the parks.
Closed the parks, you couldn't do anything, right? Things that you probably should have been encouraged to do, were told not to do.
Yeah, they said the sunlight, which is like one of the best things you can do.
Yeah, being vitamin D, right? Did I get COVID? No.
Yeah.
I take cold showers the last 6 years. I eat clean. I fast. I exercise. Did COVID touch me? No.
Yeah, and me and my husband either. We really didn't get sick.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm getting at. But if you got poor immune system and you're functioning on a poor basis, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, you're just setting yourself up to fail.
It's kind of like the survival of the fittest, right? Like I make myself healthy so I can survive and live longer. But I don't think people get it.
Yeah, I don't think they do either. And I don't think they realize like how serious it is. Because it's like, you're going to pay for it later. You're either going to pay for it now or you're going to pay for it later.
That's the thing, right? Those little decisions, those little healthy decisions. I was talking to a friend the other day, we were talking about like when you go to a pharmacy, it's all stuff that it's just a band-aid to mask things that you probably don't need to go through. Because
there's really there's not like a lot of cures there are some cures in medicine, but there's not a lot. It's mostly side effects.
That's an interesting point.
There's no cures in medicine. We really haven't cured a lot of stuff.
We're just learning to prolong it or
like
mask it.
Symptoms.
Mask the symptoms being huge. That's I never thought about that.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Because I thought about a pharmacy in Australia or here, it's like knee braces for inflamed knees, which comes from poor diet, being overweight, excess pressure, like I said, heartburn, indigestion, constipation, diarrhea. It's all...
Oh, yeah. It's all food, a lot of it.
It's all food, right? And it goes back to like that food is medicine. I'm a huge believer that the better you eat, the better you feel, the better you function.
Yeah.
And when I've dieted, and I've been dieting for 3-4 months, eating 100% clean, I never felt better.
Yeah.
I don't burp. I don't get indigestion. I don't get bloating. You just function.
You sleep better.
you just function and feel amazing, right?
Yep.
And what kind of scares me is like, you get a child who gets overweight now. I think it's like 20% of kids are overweight or obese. 1 in 3 kids by the age of 20 are going to have diabetes. Some crazy stats.
That's crazy.
And these kids are never going to know what it actually feels like to be healthy.
Yeah. And most of them will never go back. Like, they'll just always be unhealthy for their whole
that's
life.
exactly what I'm getting at, right? Like, at least you and I, if we put weight on in our 20s or 30s, at least when we're young, we had health. We know what it felt like to feel good.
Yeah.
But kids these days aren't even going to get the chance to actually feel like that.
Yeah, never. They'll always feel like crap.
Yeah, but that's the norm. That's what they think is normal and acceptable.
Like, I've always felt like this. Like, you know.
Yeah.